Now, welcome to Transfer Business and News with Obunku Menkuman and Anochi Bediako-Poku, the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana and the Falcon of Africa. Welcome to the new Transfer Business and News, where we'll be talking about African football a lot. So, hence the kudos, the Simon Adingra, the Sebastian Halle, the Emilio Ensue, right? Econ and Williams, man. So, welcome to the new Transfer Business and News. And speaking about African football, congratulations to my brothers from the West, Ivory Coast, for letting Africa be a bit quiet. But I was rooting, I didn't have a choice between Nigeria and Ivory Coast, man. At the end of the day, African won, and I love the tournament. This AFCON, the officiating, the officiating was superb with the VAR team. Shout outs and much respect to the CAF president, Mr. Patrice Motsepe, for doing an absolute good job. This is what we want African football to be. Man, our CAF Champions League needs similar revamping. You see, our CAF Champions League needs similar revamping. So let me be on Ivory Coast, and as I said, my brothers to the west of Ghana won the AFCON. And today is 14th February, the National Chocolate Day. And the two countries that produce the most cocoa in the world is Ghana and Ivory Coast. Let me say it again. The two countries with the most cocoa in the world is Ghana and Ivory Coast. So, and my hometown is just 2 hour drive from Ivory Coast border. And it is one land, man. You walk here, you are in Ivory Coast. You walk here, you are in Ghana. So I've always loved Ivory Coast, and I've always loved Nigeria, because the Ghans are from Nigeria. And my dad used to have a Nigerian passport. So I was just waiting for who will win, right? And fortunately for Ivory Coast, they won coming from behind. It was meant to be, man. It was meant to be. Because when you think about the 4-0 win for Equatorial Guinea, we thought they were out, man. And that third best placed team introduced this year into the AFCON, helped them win. And I love the AFCON. I love this AFCON being for the underdog. And I'm hoping for better infrastructures across Africa. We need to connect our continent with roads. Imagine if there are roads connecting Africa. You see, we can go to AFCON. What I didn't like about this AFCON was the patronage of other games, man. If we had railway systems and things that connects Africa, people will troop to the country on a match day and have fun and go back, and knowing they can go back to work or something. So we need to connect our continent, and as this generation of Africans, a day at a time, we are taking whatever belongs to the kingdom of Al-Kebulan. And certainly we love our football, and I hope the AFCON will grow from here onwards, man. So Morocco will be having the honor of hosting the 2025 AFCON. And I can't wait to drive in a Range Rover from, let's say, Ghana through Burkina Faso all up to Morocco, man. It will be an experience I will want to have, man. So it's about time we develop our continent infrastructurally, good roads, 10 lanes each. We are 1.5 billion black people here, and we'll keep growing, right? So we can do it 20 lanes each. Come on, man. This is the land of Al-Kebulan, connecting our continent, right? Because it's about time we move across this beautiful continent. And of course, football is something every African loves, man. We need to make our CAF Champions League one of the best in the world, because we are the richest continent. And as the kings and queens of Al-Kebulan, since we are here as the Falcon of Africa, I want my Champions League across Africa, right? The CAF Champions League to be superb. And the VAR is just a beginning of the various things African football will be implementing wherever you find yourself. infrastructure, we need training facilities. The coast football, we need to have competitions in children so that we always know the next big thing. We always know the Black Stars before it is announced, because everybody know the league is there. We play in our league. Congratulations to South Africa for making it to the semi-final, right? Third place with a local-based team. And as Ghanaians, when we build 100,000 capacity stadiums for Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, Accra House of Folk, and all these big clubs across Africa. Very, very soon, we are going to have a thriving league, a Champions League, worthy of us. Unfortunately, we are looking somewhere else when we have the biggest land in the world. And as ordained Crown Prince of Ghana and the Falcon of Africa, I love my football so much. I'm going to build 100,000 capacity stadiums only, right? These stadiums can be used for multi-purpose functions, right? The Davidos can fill 100,000 capacities. Burna Boy can fill it up. Sarkodie, Stone Boy, Shatawale, King Promise, Mr. Easy. All these people can. Trevor Noah, a comedian, I will be there watching and laughing. You see, as this generation of Africans, we are here not for anything else, because we've suffered enough. We need to build something with our lives, right? What is the essence of this mortal life if not for a legacy purpose, man? So, as I said, Morocco will be hosting the AFCON in 2025, and this AFCON was won by Ivory Coast, host and win. Ivory Coast have done something Ghana wanted to do and couldn't do in 2008. Man, I can't wait for Ghana to host the AFCON again, and I don't know when, but I promise every African, by the time we host it again, you come and meet something better, man. A Ghana that is worth the hemispheres, tres majesties of this world. Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Konfanochi's land should be one of the best, if not the best, out there. And as ordained Crown Prince of Ghana, my visions for Ghana, wow, the new force is I'm talking about transfer business, and let's talk about African football. I was going into the geopolitics and politics of Africa, man. You know, it is intertwined. You can't talk about African football and not talk about our natural resources staying in our continent for the benefit of our footballers, right? Giving our gold as gold medals for our footballers. Imagine somebody like Sadio Mane playing for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, winning back-to-back Ghana Premier League titles, winning the CAF Champions League. You see, this is better than, with all due respect, with Liverpool, man. So we need to do our stuff and keep our talent here. We can do it. We are the biggest. We are the richest, man. You see, our worth is not the numbers they say they have. Our worth is not the papers they say they have. We know our worth as Africans, and it has nothing to do with papers and numbers. Come on. This is Al Kebula. And our knowledge, what we are about to implement in Africa, will be an eyesore, man. Will be an eyesore. Nigeria, Niger, make you no worry now. Make you no worry. Because these Ivory Coast people then do to us twice. You were laughing at us. Ivory Coast has done this twice to us. In 1992, when they won their first AFCON, that marathon penalty shootout, do you remember? If not, have you watched the video of that game? I have so many times. And then let's talk about in 2015, when we were leading 2-0 on penalties. We were leading 2-0 on penalties. And we ended up losing that game. That game is, Charlie, it's still fresh, man. It's still fresh. So, Ivory Coast have won it 3 times now. Twice against Ghana, 92, and in 2015. And now they've won it against my brothers from a far land, just somewhere in Mama Africa called Nigeria. Right? So, I'm happy that Ivory Coast won. I would have been happy if Nigeria won. At the end of the day, Africa won. And as I said, the officiating in this year's tournament was superb. It was superb, guys. It was superb. And I'm hoping for more things, infrastructure-wise. We need to develop our Africa. And Africa, we love our football, the things we love, right? We need to put infrastructures in and stop exporting things in the raw material stage outside. We need to add value to our resources in our continent. And whoever thinks doesn't want to understand will leave Africa, because we will close your embassies here. It is mutual understanding. If we want this and you don't want it, it's the same way I can't go to England and do whatever I want, because I know the King of England is the authority there. Similarly, you need to respect Africa going forward. Otherwise, you are closing yourself, right? If you come here with disrespect in 2024, well, things won't go well with whoever comes to Africa with disrespect. So let me talk about Simon Adingra winning the Young Player of the Tournament award, Tris Ekon winning the Player of the Tournament. Come on, Ekon, scoring en route to the final. Man, Ekon did well. And Emilio Insue had a golden boot with 5 goals. Now, of course, I'll be talking about my African 11, and it is infested. My African 11 is infested with Ivory Coast people, man, because they won it. If you were better, you would have won it. So in post, I will, of course, go for Ronwen Williams of South Africa. So congratulations to South Africa for winning the bronze medal at the AFCON with local-based players. And as the Ghanaian Crown Prince of Ghana, I can't wait to have somebody like Sadio Mane playing for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, right? We need to develop African football, and we can't develop African football by always being capitalistic. We develop it. We love it already. This is our culture. Football is now part of Africa, and I can't wait to sit in bullet trains, right, from Ghana to South Africa to go and watch a Kaiser Chiefs game, or to Egypt to go and watch El Ali, right, to Tunisia. We need to use the infrastructure. We need the infrastructure. As for the infrastructure, it's a no-brainer anymore. We need to build our continent as Africans. No more divisions, right? Because we've divided ourselves so much. So today is a chocolate day in Ghana. So happy Chocolate Day to every Ghanaian and every Ivorian. Ghana and Ivory Coast produces the most cocoa in the world. And yet we don't have a chocolate factory between both countries. An imaginary line. We need to build a chocolate city from Bediako-Poku through Domahinkro to Ivory Coast. This is this is what I talk about when we talk about African unity opening all doors for every African. Because now we won't see any lines. We will build our continent like the kings and queens of Al-Kibula. So my brothers in Africa, this is my AFCON 11. Let me know in the comment section below your AFCON 11. Ronwen Williams in pole, 4-3-3, of course. Serge Aurier, right back. Econ and Indika of AS Roma makes the center-back pairing. Left back is Conan. Come on, Conan played a marvelous tournament, man. Salute, sir. Salute, sir. You did well. Now, in midfield, I'll go Ivorian. I'll go Jean-Michel Seri, Frank Kessié, and Seko Fofana. What better midfield? They won. That midfield had work ethic. Like you understand. The Yaya Toure spirit, work ethic. Even 90 minutes, work ethic. 10 man down, work ethic. You see. So I will go Seri, Seko Fofana, Kessié, and of course on the wing, I will go to Angola and get Gelson Dala. He did well in this tournament. I like how he plays. And I'll put Simon Adingra, cross the ball. Hala makes the striking or the number 9, man. So Simon Adingra, Gelson Dala, and Sebastian Haller makes my front three. Midfield, Sekou Fofana, Frank Kessié, Jean-Michel Seri, and defense, Sergio Aurier, Conan, Indika, and Tris Ekon. And of course, my goalkeeper will be Ronwen Williams. Okay, it's been a pleasure having you on Transfer Business and News. We'll be talking about African football soon and often, man. I do geopolitics and African unity stuff, so hopefully we can get time and do more of African football stuff. We need to develop our football, and I can't wait to build something, an edifice on a 700-acre property, right? Close to the Lake Busumtri for the national teams, right? Close to the water, cleaning the water, right? An edifice worth the Black Stars, an edifice worth the Black Queens, the Black Meteors. Put all of them in one setting. But 700 acre, man, is big enough to divide a bit. Do you understand? But they will see each other. The Black Stars can go watch the Meteors team and be like, this boy is talented enough. Coach, go and watch a boy, a 70-year-old boy. You see, we can bridge the gap in talent. Ghana football is about to go on a high, man. Much salute to Osajefo Nana Kwame Bediako, Freedom Jacob Caesar. Much salute to everybody in the New Force. The New Force is not a political party. It is a Pan-African spirit. And we are coming for whatever belongs to Africa, a day at a time. My name is Obonkume Nkuma, Nana Anochi Bediako-Poku, the ordained Crown Prince of Ghana and the Falcon of Africa. Salute to Jamaica, salute to the Caribbeans, salute to every black man across this beautiful continent. Wherever, or this beautiful world, man. Earth, Mother Kai, right? Chichicha, grace, love, and abundance.